All right. Hi, guys. Welcome. All right. Let me get my headphones on. But yeah, like I said earlier, we're doing Deathnote, part 10. It is, like I said last stream, it's shocking that I have so many parts of Deathnote at this point. Like, it's amazing how down the rabbit hole of Deathnote I am in. But I am. But yeah, let me put in the chat right now the link to Deathnote. Let's see, let me go into Viz. Because you guys, I don't want you to have to like buy the note, like the manga, if you don't want to. Like, I understand people can't afford it, so I'm just sending that out to you guys. And it's been sent to both sides. For those of you who weren't here for the last stream, you guys are going to see me on both Twitch and YouTube. Both of you guys are seeing me at this current moment. I decided to do this because, one, I found a way to do it, but two, doing it allows for you guys, like, I know not everyone has a Twitch account, and also, you guys, not everyone, not everyone is, like, you know, watching Twitch all the time, and so I figured it would be a good idea to, like, try to go and do it on YouTube, because more of you have notifications on YouTube than you do on Twitch, and I didn't want to leave the Twitch audience alone either, so I wanted, you know, to do it on both, so that way you guys both feel included, you both feel good, and the good thing is that the system I'm using, you guys can talk to each other. So if you're someone that's on YouTube, you could talk to someone on Twitch through the chat. It'll show up as, like, Restream Bot. So just let you know, if you see Restream Bot, that is literally someone talking from YouTube or vice versa Twitch, that they're saying their thing. But yeah, you guys are gonna, I have now a connected chat that you can, across two platforms at this point. I feel like I've united a divorced family. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. But yeah, I am so happy that I've done this. So let me pull up the chat on my phone so that way I make it easier for myself so I can see the chat, like, at all times. Restream.io. I wish this app would actually have a genuine app, because I would download it if they had it. But sadly, that's not the case. They don't have a genuine app, so. But yeah, the last time we were kind of rushing through it, so, because I had like work that day, so I'm sorry that you guys got a rush job yesterday. But yeah, and there was a couple things I realized after the fact that we have to fix, because they make more plot holes than they're worth. I accidentally made, I think, 4 plot holes. And this is what happens when you do. And this demonstrates what happens when you do a rush job. Because I didn't think through every single detail, like, I realized like, for example, how is Light supposed to know that he didn't die? Right here. There's nothing. No indicator that he should know. And this would confuse the audience, because they would think that Light, for some reason, has some cosmic knowledge of whoever he killed, which is not the case. He should not know. He should not know that. So he can say this line, but he can't say it, like, right now. Right? In this moment. It wouldn't make sense. So that's one thing that I needed to fix, because I just didn't make sense. And then on top of that, I was like, this is fine, but, like, he's talking too much to himself here. Like, you could talk to yourself, definitely. There are moments where someone could talk to themselves. But he's saying too many things. Is like, I needed to do something different here. Because he didn't have to say one of these. This moment is basically like is not needed due to the fact that we already see it visually on the screen that he writes these names like that. So he doesn't need to. And he doesn't need to look at his clock. He just needs to walk away. So I think that, like, what I can do to hint that he did not get the outcome that he wanted, right? He did not get, not the outcome, but, like, he realized the person's still alive by a micro expression. If you guys don't know, micro expressions are little expressions that someone does that kind of, like, basically unveils their true feelings a little bit. It's something that's used in acting a lot. And so I would want him to just, like, frown a little. He frowns, you know, he frowns a little and then goes in. Like, we know by then, we can then, at that point, explain it to the audience via Light talking to Ryuk. We cut back to the scene where Light is telling him the story. Because remember, this is a story that's being told to Ryuk. And so in that moment, we can cut back and basically we have a little conversation and he's like, so how did you like, what do you think happened? Or, like, he could say that, like, so that was the moment where I knew his name must have been cut off at that. And he's like, why would you say that? And he's like, because so, like, he could say, like, at that moment, I knew there was two possibilities. And they're like, ooh, what were they? One, his name was cut off. His name was cut off on the sheet. Or two, he was not on the test sheet. Which is very much possible. Like, there could be a separate sheet where I know that there is cases where in certain schools and stuff like that, they don't want their students to look bad. They don't want to look bad, so they won't put certain students up. So I could see that could be something. The multiverse is expanding. It's true, the multiverse is expanding. You're on point. Aroma, you're on point. We are definitely expanding the multiverse. Oh, it's so fun. But yeah, so I could see that that could be a possibility. So let's get rid of, he looks back at the clock, because it makes no sense for him to look back at the clock. Light. Walks down the hallway. City, evening. Light walks out from the open door. He walks down the sidewalk. He looks at a storm. He frowns. Light walks from the open door and walks towards the chip and snack aisle. There we go. So, yeah. At this point, this was where I was trying to figure out last time whether or not, when should Light step in? Because instead of having the guy harass a girl outside the convenience store, I feel like it should be inside the convenience store because I want it to be that this is footage that could be kind of used as evidence to convince Light's father to have him basically it's evidence for L to go and convince Light's father to install cameras inside of Light's house to try to catch Light. Like, this is like one of the groundbreaking evidences of like that convinces his dad, because he's like, Light was in the same convenience store and he is very, very, very suspiciously just perfectly out of sight of the camera for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds in the convenience store. And then 40 seconds later, the guy is dead. So that is the evidence of that Light, that his father is convinced at that point, right? He's not convinced that Light is a killer quite yet, but he's convinced that he's a possible suspect. Because too many things line up. And he has to, at this point, he has to let it happen. So that's why I want to do the scene inside the convenience store instead of like how it plays out in the manga, where Light's in the convenience store, but the guy's not. Because then it kind of gives... Then it's kind of like... The guy is outside the store, but I'm thinking, what did possibly 2000s, late 1990s store would have? They wouldn't have cameras on the outside of the store. They wouldn't. They would most likely have it on the inside of the store, pointed at the cash register. Because that is where you would see most likely someone would steal. Right? And so what would make sense is that it would be pointed towards the cash register in a specific way that where it's kind of casting over most of the store. But there is just a few sections where it's not fully covering. And it would make sense that in a convenience store, right, the sections that it would not cover would be sections like greeting cards. It would definitely be the greeting card section. Because if you're looking at greeting cards and magazines, you're less likely to steal. Something like that. In a convenience store. So, that's the methodology I'm seeing in this idea. And so, I think what should happen, Light's in the chip aisle. The guy is basically harassing the cashier. Right? He walks down the chip aisle. Basically trying to like look busy and look like he's supposed to be there, but also like kind of be close enough to be able to listen into their conversation to see if he can gain a name or some sort. And so he walks down the aisle and he like glances up and quickly and sees that there's a camera. There's a camera across from the cashier. On the other side of the wall, across from, pointed at the cash register. So, kind of gives a vibe where they know what's about to happen. And so, that happens. We do see, let's see. So we do see that. He looks up, he goes that. He gets chips. I think he should get like, it has to be stuff where it wouldn't be weird for someone to get that. To get like it has to be like Japanese convenience store food. Like 7-Eleven food. Like good 7-Eleven food. Like it has to be something like that where like it's the iconic Japanese 7-Eleven food. He's eating it. it gives culture, but it also, it kind of like, it gives him an alibi, right, for why he's in there. So he's in there. He gets, like, we can have him get, like, one of those pre-made onigiri. Like, a pre-made onigiri. And maybe... we want the potato chips, definitely, because iconic. And maybe a water. You know? Because it feels a water or some juice of some sort. Something like that. Don't know what it would be. And then I feel like Guy, when the point is to where I think Light makes the decision to jump in, that he's like, okay, if I don't like step in right now, it's gonna look more suspicious than if I had not stepped in, right? Because I'm also trying to put my head into the head of, like, Light, right? What he's analyzing. So he's like, okay, I see there's a camera. If this guy truly does die, if I manage to kill this dude, I'm on camera. So I need to be in a perfect place for this. But then he hears that it's getting worse. And he's like, if he does die, my dad is most likely going to see this footage. I'm going to need a good, if I don't step in, that's gonna seem like I'm out of character, right? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step in, and then when I step in, then it should dissipate the situation and help me with my cover, right? That's how I see it. That's his thought process. And he's hoping to glean, he's hoping that, like, he can hoping that the situation devolves enough to where he can get the name. But 2, he's hoping that he can get that situation. Make it look that he, like, was in the right? He's not acting weird. So, that's another thing. Another reason why the reason why I'm making this guy, Sudou, the guy that was bullying the kid in the cram school, is twofold. I want there to be a scene where Light is forced to face the ramifications of his actions, right? But he still proceeds. I want Rio to like the guy that is getting bullied by Sudou, like, I want there to be a line to say where he says, like, you know, I wanted that guy to go away, like, for so long, but I didn't want him to die. I just hoped that he would just, like, you know, get expelled from the cram school. You know, his actions have made this guy that's been bullied feel guilty for wishing this guy would go away. And he feels like the universe acted upon that, in a sense. And instead of being like, look, I want it to be that, instead of looking at that and being like, man, my actions really have consequences. Really are hurting people around me. Because this guy is a narcissist, he's not going to think that way. So what he's going to think is like, I definitely want to make sure that it's someone not close to me. Because then it might hurt people around me. And that might be bad. Right? He's not thinking of people's feelings. Like, he's thinking of the consequences of it. Like, I want Ryu to present that moment of, like, Light could have shown humanity in that moment and didn't. Basically. He put on a facade, but he didn't show any humanity. He's dead behind the eyes, in a sense. So, let's keep going. Okay. Let me put my phone right here. But yeah. I'm so happy that I've been, like... Before this, I've been watching, Studio Ghibli films with my younger siblings. Because, they had never seen them. The Studio Ghibli films. And so, since I'm introducing it to them for the first time, I wanted to, like, you know, I wanted to give them a curated thing. So I'm starting them off with, like, Kiki's Delivery Service, which I'm excited about. That they're watching Kiki's Delivery Service. Because I want to take them through all of it. They're very young, so they're very, very young siblings, so I am, like, doing it, like that, because I want to make sure that I'm giving them a good thing. It went so well, because, like, the youngest one was like, I was like, oh, are you liking it? He was like, yep, and I'm like, oh, and he's like, is it in Spanish? I'm like, no, buddy, no, it's not in Spanish, it's in Japanese. He still liked it, even though he couldn't understand a single word that was happening. Hi, may I have your phone number for the order? So, like, he was so cute about it, and he was like, you could see it in his eyes, he was enjoying watching Kiki. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so adorable. So adorable. Unfortunately, we didn't get to finish it, but I promised him, I was like, don't you worry, buddy. We will watch more of it tomorrow. We will watch more Kiki. Don't you worry. And I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy I could share that with him, because I'm like, oh, it's so adorable. It's so innocent, sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, hi, may I have your phone number for the order? You can have it for more than that. You can have for more than that. For more than that. Alright, you can have it for more than that. Please, cashier. Just, can you please just, can you please, type it into the pin pad. Into the pin pad. Can you please type it into the pin pad? Sudou. Anything for anything for you. Anything for you. Anything for you. Anything for you. I'm trying to find what would be like kind of like a pet name that would be locally appropriate. Let me see. anything for you. So it's just the normal ones. So because I didn't want to do like girly or like sweet or sweetie, because sweetie, I don't know, it kind of has a flamboyant touch to it. Not to say it's a certain, like, not to say it's like gay, but like, I don't know, it just doesn't, like, it doesn't feel like, you know, it sounds like a word that would be used in term of endearment by a family member. And then my sweet feels too old. It feels like something that would be said in, like, Bridgerton. So that one doesn't work. I just feel like, I guess, babe. Because, like, there's no, like, good answer to say, you know, I tried, but unfortunately there's nothing. There's nothing. They basically, they say the same things over and over. Oh, I forgot to put O.S. O.S. For those of you who don't know what O.S means, it means off screen. So we're just hearing this. Now, it could be they're so far away that they're obscured by something, but yeah. For those of you wondering, that's how much $5 is. Approximately $5.30 is in Japanese yen. There. So that should help. Yeah. Let me take a, maybe that's a sign to take a little break from for the most part. So let me do a little chat break while I take a minute to readjust. But yeah, pretty much I've been looking in, I'm planning on going to one of the Comic-Cons that are coming up. I'm thinking about going. It's not a surefire thing yet. I still have to plan some things. But I'm thinking about going. Eventually, just like spur of the moment. I'm going to ask my boss. But I'm going to be like, hey, can I go and be a weird nerd for like 2 seconds? And just like chill out. And have fun with my friends, you know, in costumes. You know, it's fun stuff. I'm thinking about going and dressing up as like Fizzaroli from Has Been Hotel. I'm thinking about doing that because, like, why the hell not? You know, it seems fun. His costume's a little easier to get a hold of, and I can repurpose it in some ways, so that way I could still use it. So I'm looking into healthy Fizzaroli. You will know which Fizzaroli I mean if you watch Hello Boss. But yeah, I was initially going to do Alistair, or a version of Charlester, where it's like a mixture of Charlie and Alistair. But the problem is that Alistair's, it's not the problem of like his hair. I can do his hair. His hair's not the problem. His staff is the easiest thing for me to do. Voice, I could set it up, not too hard. The big problem is the jacket. The one thing that defeats me in everything cosplay is the fact I am terrible at anything with fine motor skills, which basically means I'm terrible at sewing. And so I'm terrible at sewing like stuff together, and that sucks because I really want to be good at it. But unfortunately, that's not the cards that were dealt to me. So I can't really sew. I can't really, gluing's not really much of an option because since this is like something where even if I were to glue it and texturize it and do all that stuff, to do something where it's going to involve foam and glue takes a lot of time. And so it's time that I don't necessarily have. Like, maybe one day I will, but unfortunately I just don't. And unfortunately, so for me, I want to do Alistair, because Alistair's outfit is very versatile, right? You could do like a Charlester cosplay, because their color schemes are pretty similar, You can also do, like, scary Alistair, normal Alistair, kind of sadistic, but not really all Wendigo yet Alistair, in a sense. Broken cane, broken microphone Alistair. You can go many routes with the outfit. Like, it has multiple versions of it. Whereas, take, for instance, if I were to do, like, Fizzaroli. I know for a fact, Fizzaroli, I can't wear that outfit again. Like, I can't repurpose that outfit into another Fizzaroli outfit. Because Fizzaroli doesn't wear the same thing twice. Which is unfortunate, but that's what happens, you know? Like, people who, for example, if you're someone that loves cosplaying Luna, you have the best cards. Because you basically, you're someone that can wear it. Now, you don't have the best cards in terms of versatility. Like, for me, I need something different every single time. As you could probably have figured out with me changing my outfit for every single stream. That I'm not someone that likes wearing the same thing over and over again. But I don't like also waste. I don't like to waste outfits. So I like to find ways to repurpose outfits in some way, shape, or form. And with, like, Alistair's, I can repurpose that over and over again. The problem is I have to get over the financial hurdle of, you know, making his coat. The coat is the big problem. I can make his like microphone, no problem. Can make it light up, can make it actually work like a microphone if I really wanted to. And do it for cheap. I can't do that with the outfit because my hands do not have fine motor skills. So I am not someone that can sew it together, and I don't quite have enough time to then glue it together with foam. So it's not in the cards for me to do Alistair at this present moment. Now, there may be a moment where I might get to, considering Fizzipop has said that she is planning on doing, has been for, I believe she said 4 seasons? 4 to like 8 seasons, I think? Something like that. She said something where it's a multiple of 4. It was something like that. But, so it's not going to be for a long time that I could always repurpose the costume again. So it's not too big of a deal in terms of that. Now, the other issue, though, is that, so for the only problem I have for Fizzaroli's is his cap. His problematic area is the cap. I could get the pants. I could get the shirt. I could get the suspenders. I can get, because I'm doing healthy Fizzaroli from Full Moon. I could get all those things. I could even get the makeup. But the problem is the cap. I'm definitely going to have to go and enlist my dad's embroidery friend. To be like, hey, can you sew this for me? You know, can you make this for me for like 2 secs? You know, that, or buy a wig and just custom color it. Like, custom color it, and then it's like a human-fied, you know, version of Fizzaroli. Like, something like that. So, I'm thinking about doing that. Boots, I don't really care. The shoes, I don't really care about, because I'm going to be wearing my normal boots that I wear to everywhere when it's, like, a special occasion. I have these, like, chrome demonic cult boots that are, they're called the Shakers, I believe, is the model of the boot. It's a chrome shaker boot, and it has, like, green laces. I wear that. And so I wear that pretty much everywhere where there's a special occasion. So I don't have to really worry about that. It's gonna help with, like, allowing me to stand on my feet all day. Because, like I've told you guys before, my feet do not, I have tension issues due to my hypertonia. So I can't stand for long periods of time flat-footed. So I can only walk, if I'm going to be somewhere for a long period of time, I wear high heels. Seems counterintuitive. Like, it seems weird to be like my comfortable shoe is high heels, but that it is the truth. I can't wear sneakers. I can't be flat-footed. So I wear high heels because that's my comfortable shoe, personally. And so So I wear these, so I'm going to be wearing those. They're going to help me with standing on my feet all day. I am considering possibly talking to guest services about a wheelchair, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for that. And then I'm gonna do that. And then what I am excited about Comic-Con wise is my favorite things to do is to go down like the artist alley. I always love going to the t-shirt section because there's one. I've been to multiple cons, but in several different cities. And what I always love is there's always some kind of t-shirt salesperson. Not salesperson, but like a t-shirt booth where someone is like screen printing comic book covers of like comic books. And I just want for once, like, I really, really would love is if I could pull up a picture of the Raven solo series. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Raven from the Teen Titans got a solo series. The covers of those solo series comics are hyper psychedelic. They're so psychedelic, like Lava Lamp core. I'm not gonna lie, I love every minute of it. And so I would love to get one of those on my shirt, on a shirt, so I can wear it around the house. Because I already have, right, as a shirt, I have the first issue of the first issue that ever came out of the Avengers. I have the first New Teen Titans. So the first time we ever see Raven, Beast Boy, Nightwing, Starfire, and all of them together, right? I have that issue. I have the issue of, as a t-shirt, of Wonder Woman quitting the Justice League. I have that one. And then I think that's all of them. Like, I think that's all of them. I do remember I did look at one of the first version of Spider-Man, the first issue of Spider-Man. I think I thought of getting that one, but I didn't when I went to the booth last time. And it's so long ago, so I don't know if they still have that booth, but I really want to get it. The other reason, the other thing I do every single time I go to a Comic-Con is I get a 3D action figure made of myself in whatever cosplay I'm in. My parents did this whenever I went to cons, and I want to continue this tradition because, you know, you will always remember, like, sure, you'll have, like, the memory of going to the Comic-Con, and sure, you'll have the pictures, but to have an action figure of your 3D rendering of your cosplay, it's just so amazing to have. I still have those statues. My parents have them on a shelf in the living room. They're just little things of me just on their mantle. Just like, I love it. And so I want to get Fizzaroli. I want to do one of Fizzaroli because why the hell not? So I want to do that. There's a couple of cosplays I eventually want to get to. I just haven't got to them yet because I don't have the money. But there are some of them, like, again, would love to do Raven. Would love Raven because Raven's one of my favorite characters. And I would love to do, like, something cool with it. Like, I don't think I would go for, like, the dress version because, like, that is a lot. No, I'm not doing for that, no. But, probably something, from, like, a mixture of what the show did, the TV show did, probably mixed with the solo series. Something like that, because I ain't doing the bodysuit, I ain't doing the dress, no, not doing that, no, not doing that. It's good, I'm happy for that character to be able to handle that bodysuit and stuff like that. Me, not dress, nope. I am not, like, there are very, very few moments where dresses are appropriate and I'm fine with them, and most of the times there is not. So I cannot handle dresses. It's just too much air on my legs, and it's just like, it's too tight. It's just too tight at the top, and it's just like, ugh, I don't like it. I never like it. So not doing it. It for some moments, yes, but like, when I'm in that, when I swing that fluid way, yes. But like when I'm like in the other side of the pendulum, no, no. But yeah, I ain't doing that. But basically, right? So I would want to do Raven. I would love to do, obviously, Alistair. Alistair would love to do it. Wouldn't mind doing Lucifer either. Lucifer would be a fun one too. And plus I would be cracking up. Though, if I were to do Alistair, the one I would love to do, but I don't know how I would get to do it, would be the Wendigo version. I want to do it so bad. Because if I could do that one, because like that would require me on stilts. Like animal stilts. So like stilts for my arms, stilts for my legs. Because I would have to get 2, Alistair's canonical height, and then make his arms long as hell. So I would love to do that one day. But for now, can't do that one. Let's see. What's another one that's not a has-been hotel character? That I would love to cosplay. Whew. Where my brain is like searching. It's like going searching my other ones. And also I'm like some of them are a little crazier. So Sukuna would be fun. Sukuna would be a fun one. Sukuna would be so fun. I love, like, in Jujutsu Kaisen, I love the character Sukuna. And yes, I know that dude is old as hell. And the dude is like a mass murderer and stuff like that. But, you know what? I love a lazy, chaotic character. I love lazy, chaotic characters. And I also do like watching characters, you know, doing gory stuff. So, is what it is. But I do love it. I would love to do Sukuna. That would be so fun. Yeah, would love to do Sukuna. What's another one? Most of them are from like animes because I don't like live action like cosplays personally, because unless they're like very, very, very like out there, like it's really hard to recognize them. Like, for example, Clark from 100. Clark from 100 is one of those where if I were to see that cosplay, I wouldn't really notice it. Like, not really. Ellie gets away with it only because of the fact that, 1, the weapons are iconic, and 2, she has a, like, actual noticeable, she has a noticeable tattoo that you can recreate. And 2, she has her, like, her infection site. So, I give Ellie a pass. Ellie's a pass. Like, Ellie gets a pass because of that. They have to have something noticeable that you're just like, yeah. Like, for example, like, the character, the Fallout characters. Fallout character, from the Fallout TV show, those are iconic. You can actually, like, everyone's gonna know who are you dressing up as. You know, everyone's gonna know. And I know there's a certain merit of dressing up like a character that only select people know, but I'm one of those where, like, I would feel so bad that I worked so hard on a cosplay and then no one knows what it is. You know? Jinx would be a fun cosplay to do. Like, I would love to do Jinx, but, like, and I do have the components. I actually have all of the pieces to do a Jinx cosplay if I wanted to. I have the boots, I have the hair, I have the shirt. The only one I'm down is the pants, but the pants I can scrap that together. I have pants that look similar to it, so I can kind of get away with it if I don't feel like buying extra striped pants, but yeah, I can do that. But yeah. But there's so many of them that I would love to do. Beast Boy would be fun. Beast Boy's fun. would love to do Dream from the Neil Gaiman novels. Would love that. That would be fun. That would be so fun. But yeah, there's a couple of games I'm just like, oh, it would be so cool to do it. And some films that would be just like so cool. How much I wish. Link would be fun. Zelda 2. Though I wouldn't want to dress in the dressed version. No. Breath of the Wild, yes, is fine. Breath of the Wild, that's okay. I can do Breath of the Wild. I can't do Twilight Princess. No. I am not walking down a convention center in that. No. I am not doing that. If you can handle that, that's you. That's you. You can be the Zelda in the Twilight Princess garb. I'm just like, that is too much maintenance for me. Nope. Though, the one thing you will never catch me in, which I find in every con, is like a Leia bikini. I don't know why, but every Comic-Con I go to, I will catch at least 16 grown-ass men dressed in the Leia bikini. And I'm not even knocking their choice. I'm just like, how is this a phenomenon? And I've been to multiple cons. It's not even like one con that this happened. Like, I've been to multiple ones. And like, it's a just common occurrence. Every single time I go to a Comic-Con, I catch like 16 guys in like a Leia bikini. And I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm like, what is the fandom? It makes me curious because I'm just like, did you guys, is there some type of like Reddit or some kind of separate fandom that chooses that? There's like we're the Leia bikini gang, right? Isn't that like I can't acknowledge there is the dinosaur game where they have the inflatable dinosaur costume. I know that there's one of those. But like, is there one for the Leia bikini? Because I always see it. And I have questions that I don't know if they'll get answered. But yeah, so I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing that at my next Comic-Con that I go to. I'm going there to see a couple of people that I'm excited to see. Because, like, if I'm going to go to a Comic-Con, I want there to be people that I can stand in line so I can meet them or go to their panel. And, you know, because, like, there's not many moments where you're ever going to go and be like, oh, yes, I'm going to meet this, like, famous person. You know? I'm going to meet someone that I've been waiting for years to see. You know? Like, and I do mean that for this person, I've been so excited. Like, I'm not going to say which person it was, but I've been following their career since I was, I had to be, like, 17. So, like, geez, almost going on a decade. Almost going on a decade at this point. I've been following their career. And I've been a fan at every point in the juncture. Actually, no, even before that. Because I had been a fan of them because I saw them in that one production. No, yeah, it has to be earlier than that. I've been watching them, let's call it at a decade. I've been watching them for a decade. And I've been wanting to meet this person for so long. For so long. And he's going to be at the con that I'm planning on going to. I've been waiting for so long. Like, I'm just so excited that I get to see this person. Like, because, like, I will be able to I will get to live that dream that every person says. That's like, oh, I remember you from that film that they believe everybody forgot about. Because I could say that. Because I've been watching this person's career since the beginning of it. So, like, I could say, like, that obscure work because I know that they were part of that. I watched them. So, I'm so excited about that. I'm just like, oh, just can't wait. And then the other person I'm waiting for, he's gonna be right next to the other person because they're in the same, they're doing the same, they're gonna do the same panel. So I'm like, yes, I will be able to see them in the same panel. So excited. So yeah, I am so excited for that. Excited to go to Comic-Con. And hopefully everything falls into place. Like, my boss can still say no. Because I had a lot going on, and I also didn't know how my finances would shake out. I didn't ask 2 weeks in advance. And so I'm saying it so last minute. So, excited. Excited for that. Can't wait. But yeah, let's get back into this because right now we've got to get this show on the road. This scene is hard to write because like I'm a very sweet person, and so I'm trying to think of what would be the worst way to be like kind of catcalled, but also like asked out on a date, but also like harassed at the same time. Like, I'm trying to find like what would be the worst way. There's more. There's more of that. There's more. There's more if you tell me when you get, if you tell me when you get off. When you get off. When you get off. Sir, please don't get... Sir, can you please back up? Sir, can you please back up? So I can't show you a good time? Show you a good... I can't show you a good time? You know you like it. Cashier. Sir, you're not supposed to be back here. Sir, you're not supposed to be back here. Back here. Light. Hey, stop it. She's not interested. She's not interested. She's not interested, buddy. Not interested. And what are you gonna do? You going to do. And what are you gonna do? I would leave now, considering I would walk away. Would walk. Oh, I would. Wait. I would walk away. under assault, I would walk away under Article 208 of the country's penal code. Assault is defined as any physical violence against another person, including ones without injury. I wonder how the... I wonder how the police will feel when they see the footage. When they see the footage. What footage? Like to see me. If you'd like to see me, pull up that. Pull up my number. My number. It's since. Pull up my number. The names is. The name is Shibu Taku. Shibu Taku. She is Shibu Taku. So this is generally their conversation. That basically of where light kind of steps in. All of this is off screen, but we can assume the worst, and then eventually light does show up and does it. So let's see. So that, let's write what we have to see. What are you? Okay. Let's put action. Sudou is behind the counter. Holding is behind the counter. Sudou is holding, is restraining, is restraining, because he's restraining, is restraining cashiers wrist, and is pulling her close, pulling her body, her body closer. Light walks to the end, walks quickly to the end of the aisle. The aisle. Hey, stop it. She's not interested. What are you gonna do? I would walk away. Under Article 208 of the country's penal code, assault is defined as a physical violence against another person, including one without injury. Someone's a nerd. I wonder how the police will feel when they see the footage. Light gestures. Gestures upwards with his head to a security camera that is behind him on the wall. Sudou, let's go of the cashier and walks around the counter. Sudou grabs his stuff. Grabs his stuff off the counter and walks to the door. Sudou stops and turns around. If you like to see me, pull up my number. The name is Simbataku. So yeah, it's happening in the same. So like I said, I'm making it to where it happens in the same way how he gets the name, just doing it a little differently. So that way, we're still getting the same beats. We're still having him like guessing at the name. We're still having the moment where the guy does say his name out loud. And we are still having the moment where he is being harassed. So we have the vibe of the moment, but we're not getting the same exact scene. I think this scene is a little more dynamic. It sets up a little more things than... it sets up more things by doing it this way. And on top of that... I think that it's a way to... We can have a scene where the lady kind of is like... gives him validation in a sense. Right? She doesn't understand that he killed him. But he's like, even though I didn't want him... Like, it was gruesome how he died. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that guy anymore. You know? Like, have a moment like that where, like, he's like, he gets, like, the, like, from Ryu, like, I didn't want that guy to die. Like, I just wanted him to, like, go away. Like, and then, so he feels like, I'm a little unsure, but then he feels validated when she says that. Because remember, he seeks validation. So when she says, I want her to say that, future thing. But I want her to say that, and then he be so validated in that moment that he just continues. Like, that he just continues with this, like, thing. Like, he feels accomplished. He gets that hit. Like, kind of like getting a high of some form. He gets a hit of, like, dopamine. Of, like, I feel accomplished. Like, and that's sickening. think about that. That's a sickening thing. For him to feel like I did a good thing. I feel accomplished, right? That's how he feels, right? I know this part is like a little overwhelming. Like, this sounds like word vomit. But, like, in a sense, like, this is, like, Light's kind of, like, you know how in Fallout, there's, like, a speech check? Like, and you can, like, win a speech check? Or, like, in, like, D&D or in Baldur's Gate. This is his speech check, right? Can I convince this dude to, like, let this chick go? Let this, girl go. But yeah, I feel like this is the moment, right? So, I feel like in this moment, action, Light walks and also this is kind of serving as a reveal of some sort. Walks from, because we don't have to show Sudou's face in the scene or what he does to the cashier. Because it makes it worse that we're only hearing the scuffling. We're only hearing what is transpiring. And our mind can fill in the blanks because we have watched something similar or we have experienced something very similar. So, you see, Light walks down the aisle. Walks down the aisle. Walks down the aisle. Down the aisle. At the end. Oh, it's the goal mole! I have summoned it! You have summoned the goal mole. He may be blind, but he can see you're doing great. Yes, the goal mole. The goal mole. Oh yes, great. Okay, so thank you, goal mole. You can go back to sleep. Okay, so Light walks down the aisle. At the end of the aisle is a wall of refrigerators. Is a wall of refrigerate. Oh my gosh, I misspelled refrigerators so hard. Okay, refrigerators above the refrigerators is a camera mounted on the wall. Mounted on the wall. Light walks past some of them, and okay, and then Light walks past some fridges and stops at one of them. Stops at one of them. Okay, action. Anything. Okay. So walks past some fridges, stops at one. Light opens the door and grabs a Oni. Onigiri. I'm so bad at spelling. Onigiri. Onigiri. Prepackaged onigiri. Onigiri. He closes the door. Okay. 16 and 17, a little bit of 18, okay. Oh, I forgot to have him walk towards his chip and snack. He grabs a bag of chips. Grabs his bag of chips. Let's see, okay. Give me a sec. I gotta check on something real quick. So let me... Okay, we're back. We're just gonna finish the actions of what Light is doing, and then I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna stop this for today, because I definitely need to go somewhere, like, right after this, so. Okay, Light, store, grab prepackaged onigiri, walks past some, stops at one of them, opens the door, and grabs a drink. A bottle of juice. Grabs a juice bottle. There, Light closes the door. Light closes the door. Holding all the stuff. Holding his items. Sudou opens the door and walks through it. Light smiles. So, a very sinister smile, because we know what that means. So next time we're going to go and do the scene where literally Light is writing the actual name and we're gonna be writing the whole traffic accident, right? Of how this dude gets killed on his motorcycle. Ooh, I should note at the very beginning. Right here. Light walks down the south, and he looks at a store window. Walks down the sidewalk, past some motorcycles. Past some motorcycles, and he looks at the store window. There you go. That way we have a hint of what the traffic accident is going to be. Right? We want to hint that the traffic accident is gonna happen. We have the motorcycles. Right? And I think that I'm probably going to go back and change it to where when I describe, let me actually change it right now. Because when I described Sudou, because I don't think I did. I don't think I described him. Let me see. Teacher. Classroom students argue. So me, Sudou. Sudou, I would assume, early 20s. Early 20s. I feel like he failed out of cram school a little bit. 20s. Wearing a biker jacket. Jacket stands up. Stands up. Stands up. There we go. That way we're establishing the biker jacket, then you see the motorcycle, and then you see the moment. I'm seeding all the moments of how the death happens. He got the money. The money is like a moment because he's like, okay, where are you going to spend it? At the convenience store. So I would say we have 4 hints to his death. We should have 4 hints. So when we see the biker jacket, when we see the money, he gets them. He bothers the kid for the money. When we see the motorcycles, and then the last hint. Okay, that's interesting. Just heard a scream. Okay. And then the last one should be like, let's see. Ooh, he puts on his helmet. He should put on his helmet while he says that line. That line. Because then the helmet hints to Light, how should this dude die? I think it's also Light putting it all together. Right? I feel that, like, that's how we're putting it all together, in a sense. Is in that moment. Is that he puts on the helmet. Light remembers the motorcycles. He remembers, he remembers the motorcycles. He remembers that Sudou got cash. So that's why he checks the convenience store. Because he like... That... He goes to the convenience store because he's like... He might use it there. And then he sees them... So we have the biker jacket. So he knows the jacket doesn't confirm that he's a biker, but when he sees the motorcycle and then he sees the guy with the helmet, confirms it right for him. I think that's the chain of events. Yes, that's got to be the chain of events. That's like the seal of the deal. Like, dead. Now it's like, how violent do I want to go with this traffic accident? But that's a problem for future me, not a problem for me right now. So, what we are going to do is we're going to read what we did last time, and we're going to read what we did today. Because I didn't read it last time anyways. So, let's see. Okay, okay, so this is what, let me see. So, interior hallway evening. Light walks down a hallway that's walls are covered with cork boards. Pinned to the board are test scores. One of them has a banner reading, Room 36. SAT practice scores. Light walks to the board. He has to be towards the bottom. Didn't score high. Light's finger slides down the list of names. His finger stops towards the bottom of the list. Light reaches for his bag and grabs the Deathnote. Opens Deathnote. He opens it and writes Sudou Harashi, Sudou Sagaru, and Sudou Shibu. He looks down at his watch. He flips through some pages. He shouldn't look down his watch. There's no reason for him to do it. He flips through some pages of the Deathnote, of the rules. His finger lands on the passage. This note will not affect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his/hers names. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. Light walks down the hallway. Light walks out from the open door. He walks down the sidewalk past some motorcycles. He looks at the store window. He frowns. Light walks from the open door and walks towards the chip and snack aisle. He grabs a bag of chips. Cashier. Hi, may I have your phone number for the order? Light walks down the aisle. At the end of the aisle is a wall of refrigerators. Above the refrigerators is a camera mounted on the wall. Sudou. You can have it for more than that. Cashier. Can you please type it into the pin pad? Light walks past some fridges and stops at one of them. Anything for you, babe. Sudou. Okay. Light opens the door and grabs a pre-packaged onigiri. Cashier. Cashier off screen. Your total is $851 and 30 cents. Light walks past some fridges and stops at one of them. Sudou. There's more if you tell me when you get off. Cashier. Sir, can you please back up? Light opens the door and grabs a juice bottle. So I can't show you a good time. You know you like it. Light closes the door. Cashier. Sir, you're not supposed to be back here. Sudou is behind the counter. Sudou is restraining the cashier's wrist and is pulling her body closer. Light walks quickly, holding his items to the end of the aisle. Light. Hey, stop. Stop it. She's not interested. Sudou. And what are you going to do? I would walk away. Under Article 208 of the country's penal code, assault is defined as any physical violence against another person, including ones without injury. Sudou. Someone's a nerd. Light. I wonder how the police will feel when they see the footage. Light gestures upward with his head, a security camera, to the security camera that's behind him on the wall. Sudou lets go of the cashier and walks around the counter. Sudou grabs his stuff off the counter and walks to the door. Sudou stops and turns around. Sudou. If you'd like to see me, pull up a number. Name is Shibutaka. Taku. Shibutaku. Sudou puts his helmet on. Sudou opens the door and walks through it. Light smiles. So, that is it. That's all, folks. That's all we're going to be doing for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this, subscribe. Hit that bell so you know when I stream, because I know I'm super sporadic when I stream because my schedule is never the same. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a wonderful day.